Hello everyone and welcome back to Strategic Command World War II, where I'm playing the 1939 campaign. We started the earliest possible date. It's April the 12th, 1940, and we've actually advanced quite a bit here. So unfortunately, there's again rain down here, so we can't actually bomb these guys with our carriers. But that does give me the ability to actually upgrade my air units and reinforce the aircraft. But that's not the correct port for that. So let's actually send back these guys for now. And you know what, these guys as well. Let's just take a little bit of a breather. With the carriers. Because they will get destroyed in due time. Anyway, they're down to 2 supplies, so... Let's move in here, cut them off entirely. They're down to 1, but I can't destroy them just yet. It's a shame I can't move in here with these guys, despite their action points. Well, that's tough luck. One thing that I can do, though... Seriously? Whew. Okay, because now I can actually move in here and attack the core again. And unfortunately not with 2 units, but that still gives me a bit of extra damage there. So I definitely don't mind that. Might actually get to destroy that on the next turn. Their supply is pretty poor, so... Let's advance. And that definitely cuts off these forces here as well. Let's start moving you up. They're down to 4 supply, and I think that's gonna drop even more because this city doesn't give any supply and this one doesn't either. So they'll be down, and because we're gonna cut them off here, because we already can advance towards Kwei Chau now, we'll be in a pretty good spot here. As far as I'm concerned, I can actually even move away the 6th Army from this spot while I just keep these forces in here. I don't see the enemy overrunning me that quickly. So I'm not too worried. Again, the way I want to handle this here at least is attack the HQs. Really no clue why they have those there. Yes, it's very beneficial for me to attack them. Doesn't cost me a whole lot. I mean, I'm a bit afraid with the garrisons to attack like that, but I'll be fine. And why wouldn't I put this army here? If I can destroy this... and then focus on this HQ, that removes another 2 units from them. It seems like the Soviets didn't really mind me not having a unit on that one particular hex. I'm gonna start moving that down. Yeah. Alright, so we've switched up all the units in Manchuria. Fine. And we got some extra reinforcements. So that's all pretty nice. We still have one more garrison unit, which we can probably use somewhere. Not too sure on where we're going to deploy that yet. But... I can send it to Shanghai for now. It's a pretty important region. Alright. So we actually broke through the Chinese lines this turn, destroyed one of their core, close to destroying a second one, and we've almost cut off these forces. They might try to retreat now, which they can because I moved this unit here, but maybe they have too little supply in order to actually break through to this section, but we'll see. That might not have been that smart of a move, actually. But we'll see how that goes. As for the European theater, let's go to the diplomacy screen and get the Netherlands. We're going to declare war on them. And what I want to do is I want to get in here. It wasn't exactly the way I envisioned it, but let's take that. Yeah. Destroy those. Destroy the unit in The Hague, and I need to actually take The Hague as well, which I can do this turn. Excellent, so the Dutch will capitulate in one go. Let's go to the Belgians. Declare war. They'll be a bit tougher, most likely. So let's finish those guys off. That's a first step. I'll actually go and attack these air units, because that might allow me to attack the HQ from up in the north, if I have the unit for that. I guess I do. Okay. Fair enough. Alright, so now I'm going to set at least 1 and 2 planes on escort mode. Definitely to destroy that. These don't have as much movement. But I got to destroy that in one go, so that also works out quite well. Move all the way through there. And that also takes Brussels. But nets me pretty nasty attack here. I definitely want to get one in one of the tanks. What if you... No. Wow. That's a poor attack. Okay. I guess it's because of the entrenchments. So I need to get my planes closer as well. I mean, that's fine, but I need to declare war on Luxembourg. Now let's go for the L. Yes. None of the bombers can actually go up all the way here, and without that ability, I can't really break through here, at least on this turn. That is okay, but yeah, that's not exactly how I wanted to do that. But oh well. Let's get these air units closer. And yeah, kind of gotta keep it like this for the moment, and we'll see about next turn. I have my panzers up here now, and I think that's already pretty good. We'll try to break through the core units at the very least, so then attack here, and I guess for a first turn, both taking Belgium and the Netherlands, it's not that bad. And we have no MPP left. Right. There we go. By the time these guys get to go back, we already have France under our control, so there's no real need to worry there. As for the Italians, they're just gonna stay there. And I pretty much have to wait. If we take a look at the diplomacy, we can see that Italy is slowly getting up there when it comes to mobilization. So it takes some time, but they'll get there. They'll get there. Yeah. I actually cannot send them through the Suez Canal. But I'll send them into Tobruk. Ideally, I will never lose Tobruk to the Allies, but we'll see how things progress. Currently, not too much I can do about it, so we'll leave everything as is for them. Then we have the Japanese, which do have a lot of MPP. And what I'm actually going to purchase is I am going to purchase another medium bomber, or actually a tactical bomber, I think. The supposedly naval flotilla? Why? I mean, medium bombers are pretty much worse against ground targets, but they have more demoralization and de-entrenchments, whereas these guys don't have that. I could go for either of the two, or I could go for some mechanized forces. Can only get one of those. Fighters. Alright, because I need to start preparing for a naval engagement with the Allied forces, I'll just start off with a light cruiser here. Maybe getting more ground forces is not necessarily the answer. I mean, we're doing fine in China as is, and I think, you know, indeed we might start spending on naval units. Because the war with the USA and the rest of the Allies will be a naval battle anyhow, Besides that, units like special forces are also okay. No, we cannot buy any more for the Japanese. No paratroopers either. Yeah, anti-air. That's really useful. Escort carriers are mediocre. I do have the points to buy another one. Can get 5 more carriers though. Alright, let's just save up for some subs and we'll see. Either way, I think that's it for this turn. Let's ship it back to the enemy. And let's see what they have planned for us. Because I think I'm pretty much done here. It's a shame that in this game you don't... It's very hard to check which things you still might need to do. Either way, we took care of Belgium, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. Also gives us a ton of MPP. Yeah, Belgium can go. Alright. The prominent Chinese leader Wang Jingwei is willing to sign an agreement with us that could prove useful. In return for allowing him to set up a reorganized national government of the Republic of China based in Nanjing, his government will have the ability to raise some Chinese units. These could be used to guard positions threatened by Chinese partisans, and raising them would free up some of our troops for frontline service. However, setting up his administration will cost us 25 MPP. Additionally, we will have to provide MPPs for the training and equipping of any Chinese units raised. Would you like to allow Wang Jingwei to set up his new government for a cost of 25 MPP? And he actually took up office on the 30th of March, and he had about 100,000 troops assisting Japanese in fighting partisans. His regime has the potential to raise 1 corps and 3 garrison units, so if you wish to increase your ability to raise more units, then it's recommended to say yes to this. Well, I actually don't like the way that's gonna look on the map, to be honest. And raising garrison units is fine and all, but then I'm only placing those garrison units in other locations. And I'm actually going to lose the MPP from Nanjing, which gives me 4 MPP per turn. At least I think. So I'm going to decline that. No thanks. Yep, we're moving into Denmark. And Norway. USS Concern over Axis aggression. We secure Narvik, Oslo, Trondheim, Bergen, Stavanger, and Kristiansand. Getting some free units. And refugees block roads affecting Allied supply in northern France. So they must not be doing very well. Yeah, sure. Demonstrations against Danish government cause disruption in Reykjavik. And the fall of Belgium spreads fear through the French forces. So they'll be a lot weaker coming from the next turn. Casualties on the German invasion force. Okay, that's clear. And we capture Ibn Imal. Vidkun Quisling proclaims himself Prime Minister of Norway. That's not going to work out the way he wants to, probably, but we'll see. I don't think there's any follow-up event on that. Either way, we'll be getting more MPP. And the formation of the Home Guard boosts the morale of the British. Not sure if it boosts the morale of the French forces as well. But the Chinese get another core unit. Now, repairing this costs so much that I think that at the very least this should hamper the Chinese ability to raise units, at least for the next couple of turns, which is exactly what I'm looking for. This is probably going to go on for some time. Wonder if they still get to really damage that unit. Oh, I lose MVP for that. I'm quite sure they're losing more this way. fine. Okay, but that's actually pretty smart because now I don't have any interceptors anymore because of those bombing attacks. Okay, they stayed there, but pushed my forces away. Alright, BEF evacuating. Sure. Chinese seem to be mostly in defensive mode, actually. They don't seem to be very aggressive, but I don't mind that one bit. British morale is down, and they appointed Winston Churchill as Prime Minister, launching Operation Fork, occupying Iceland. Finally, Italy prepares for war. That's what I wanted to hear. I needed MPPs for them, definitely. And we'll be getting a bunch more MPP for Germany too, so finally we can start actually buying the things that we want to buy. And we'll get a new submarine. Sure. Let's deploy that here. Alright. How about that attack? Still poor. Well, we'll see how we can improve our situation. Let's actually take a look at, yeah, they're 94, quite good. Once they're at 100, they can start joining the war, I believe, as well. Currently, these guys have one supply. I think I should be able to take them down this turn. I hope. But we'll see. I will at least advance here and or maybe destroy some of these units so we can improve our own situation up there. Or I should say down there. Well, either way, what I want to do is thank you all for watching this episode. I'll continue in the next one, and we'll get to see how things progress from here. If you liked the video, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. And I will see you all in the next episode. So take care, and I will see you all there.